Hello, hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we will learn about Python's functions in Python. So, a function is declared like this: def function name parenthesis. In the parenthesis, you can have arguments followed by a docstring and then your function body. Note that all this should be indented by a tab or four spaces or two spaces or eight spaces because Python sees things in blocks of indented region. Now, if you see that I have two additional lines here. If underscore underscore name underscore is equal to underscore main underscore. Now, what this does is it makes it a module. It is no longer a script, but it can be run as a script. So if you run it as a script, it will print that it will call that function f. But if you import it as a module, then it will behave like a module. It will not automatically run f. For example, see this Python space functions 1.py. Then it runs the function. If you want to test the name of this, then you can see that the name is main. This is an internal name assigned to the script by Python while running it. So it is that. But if you make it a module, what you can do actually is you can import this. So Python import functions function one. Now functions one is imported as a module, and we can invoke uh, our f here. See that. You can even say help on that, and you will see the docstring which you have written there. So it is very important concept of modules in Python because eventually your program will become so big that it cannot be accommodated into a file. It will outgrow, and you have to split the code in multiple files and then use or call code of another file from some other file. Now this function can also call another function, of course. So it can call g. I'm calling a g function, def g. I can simply print in G. So I'll run it as a script here and it prints that. Now, like other functions or in other programming languages, it also can take arguments. So it takes an argument here x. I can supply 5. So, okay, I should print it. Now it prints the argument. In Python, there are also default arguments. So if I say y is equal to 10, then I don't need to necessarily pass y, but if we pass the value of y, that value will be printed. But if we don't pass the value of y, then y will be 10. So since I'm not passing y here, y will have a default value 10. Let's see this. But if we pass any value to this, that value will overwrite the value of pi. These are called positional arguments. These two are positional arguments, one with the default value, another is with non-default value. Now, variable arguments in Python are taken like this. These are non-keyword arguments, and keyword arguments will come in dictionary. So to print that, uh, we have to use the for loop, and to print dictionary, like that. Now we can pass other values. 25 comma k is equal to 10 comma k a1 is equal to 25. Let's see that. So it prints 5 and 11, x and y, and then it printed our var list, which is 25, and then the dictionary. So this is how Python takes arguments. Now, apart from taking arguments, Python can return values also. Functions can return values. So let's convert this to a simple function which adds two values passed to it. So it can simply pass return x plus y. Now I can say print this. So it prints the sum of both the arguments. 5 and 11 becomes 16. Python can also return multiple values here, like that. So it returns them in a list actually. So you can assign that to something else, and that's how it returns the pipe multiple values. Now this is for arguments, and that let's write a simple Fibonacci series calculation here in Python. So let's say I pass a value to Python, let's say 5, which will compute fifth Fibonacci number. Okay, and I have value a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and this should become my term. I call it n, and I say while n a comma b equals to b comma a plus b. This is called in place swap. Python does it. So a will be assigned the value of b, and b will be assigned the value of a plus b, and then I say n minus minus, and sorry, not that way. N is equal to n minus 1, and then I can print this b. So let's see what it prints. It prints 13. So 1 1 becomes 2, and then it becomes 3, then 5, and then 8, and then 13. So that's how you can simply write a Fibonacci series function. You can also compute factorial of numbers like that only, and that you should try. So this is where we'll stop for functions in Python. Now, two important topics are remaining in Python. One is a decorator, another is closures in Python. I'll discuss those two in separate videos because those are quite involved topics. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to the channel. Happy programming.